Welcome to part 2 of this BatRep featuring a 1,000-point game between Tyranids and Necrons. On to Tyranids turn 2. Phil starts up by moving the spore mines. They move randomly, d6 inches. Next up, the Gene Stealers are going to move through difficult terrain. Rolls a 4, so they get to move 4 inches. Next up, the Doom of Malachi is going to move his full 6 inches. Les and Phil agreed that the space in the terrain was not difficult. Next up, the Termagants are going to be moving around the difficult terrain there. And now the Zoanthrope is moving up 6 inches, as well as the Hormagants. On to the Tyranid shooting phase, which will actually be a lot of running. So the Tyranids are going to run. They rolled a 5. You couldn't quite see it on camera. So through the difficult terrain, they rolled a 5, so they're moving up 5 inches. Next up, the Doom of Malachi is going to move or run 5 inches as well. And then the Warriors are going to move up 1 inch. Now, I've since talked to Phil, and we agree that doing the run rolls at the same time as the movement's probably a good idea to reduce this extra footage. So next game you'll see there'll be less of these. We'll combine the run and the regular movement rolls at the same time. So next up, the Hormagants are running. Now the Zoanthrope is going to target the Immortal Squad with Warp Blast. Now, you see the templates target in the middle. Now, they didn't include any of the footage for either the psychic test or for the wound, but it looks like it took out 4 warriors there and did a wound on the Lord. Next up, the Termagants are going to attack. They got 27 hits. So there's 3. These first 3 rolls are just the shooting rolls. Now they managed to get 10 hits, of which those 6 wounded, and Les was able to make 4 saves. Now, there's a rule with the Devourer, well, the Termagants, they have to take a leadership test with a -1, and Les managed to pass that. So on to the reanimation protocol. Les brought 3 of the Immortals back, 1 of the Warriors back, and then using the Ghost Arc repair, he was able to bring another Warrior back as well. So on to Necron's turn 2. So the Ghost Arc is going to move up, the Immortals are going to move up. Now the Warriors from the in front of the other Ghost Arc are moving up, and then the Ghost Arc's just moving in behind so it can give it that repair function. Now those Warriors are going to attack the Doom of Malachi. They got 18 shots, of which the 13 hit, and there were 6 wounds. Phil managed to make 4 of those saves, so it leaves the Doom of Malachi with 2 wounds left. Next up, the Immortals are going to attack. They get 16 shots and 7 hits, of which 4 wounds. And because they are AP 4 or 5, they don't get any saves. So that brings us to the end of turn 2. As you can see, it's mostly just the Tyranids running up and the Necrons moving themselves into good firing lanes to do as much damage. Still anyone's game at this point. So click on the link to see part 3 and let us know in the comments below who do you think's going to win the game based on what you've seen so far. And if you have any comments, rule corrections, or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments as well, as both Phil and Les will be looking at them and hopefully responding. Also, if you like this video series, please subscribe. I'd like to know that people are out there watching it. And once again, thank you for watching and look forward to part 3.